When we started this year off in math, we started talking about how numbers are everywhere. We can count the number of students we have, the number of tiles on the floor, how many desks are in our room, that anything can be represented as a number. Well, we then built upon that and started talking about different ways we can write numbers. We have our standard form, our word form, our expanded form. Then we talked how we can create different names for those. How we can do addition problem, subtraction problem, time, money, tally marks. Well, today, we're going to start taking a look at one of those different ways we can do it, how we can represent numbers to compare them in the future. And one we're going to look at today is place value and our base 10 blocks. Now, in base 10, everything is based around the number 10. That when you get a group of 10, you move to the next place value. So we have to understand our place values. And today we're going to talk about 4 place values. When we write numbers, every number belongs somewhere because it's showing how much we have of something. In our farthest right place, we have our ones. $1, 1 desk, 1 student. Now, when we get 10 of these ones together, we put them together into a group and make our tens. When we get 10 tens, we have hundreds. When we get 10 hundreds, we get thousands. Now, each one of these place values can be represented with a base 10 block. Now, in our base 10 blocks, we have a dot, we have a line, we have a square, and we have a cube. And each one of these represents a number. Our dot represents the ones place. Our line here represents the tens place, or when we get 10 of these ones together to make a long. When we get 10 longs, they come together to make this square, which is our hundreds. And when we get 10 of our squares to come together, we get this cube, which is our thousands. Now we can use these pictures to represent numbers, to draw numbers, to show them visually. So let's say I had the number 436. I can show this visually through my base 10s by looking at each place value. I've got my hundreds place. It tells me I've got 4 100 pieces. So I can draw 4 squares because that's how many hundreds I have. My 3 here tells me I have 3 tens. So I can draw 3 10 pieces. My 6 here tells me I have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So visually, this number here is equal to 436. Now we can also do the reverse of this. We can take our base 10 blocks and draw them out and show numbers. And when I look at this, I'm going to need to take each base 10 and put it in its correct place value. So I can count up how many ones I have right here, which is 1, 2, 3, and I put that 3 in my ones place. I can count up my tens, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and say I've got 5 tens. Then I can count up my hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say I have 6 100 pieces. I put that 6 there, so now I have visually shown the number 653. Well, today you're going to do some work recognizing base 10 blocks and drawing base 10 blocks to show different numbers.